Hello beauties, welcome back to the vlog. This week we are talking about continuing education, which I see as continuous improvement. And I wanted to share a story with you today of a couple I met many years ago. And I think that what they talked about applies to this conversation we're having about continuous improvement and education, investing in yourself, and about learning. Really, for me, it's about learning. So many years ago, I met a couple that had been married for more than 50 years. And wonderful, wonderful couple. The Iversons, they both passed on now, but they had just been together all this time, and they had quite a great sense of humor. And I was in the beginning of my career, and I had just started dating Todd, and I had a lot of questions. And the question I asked them was, how do you make it work? What's your secret? How have you lasted more than 50 years together as a couple? And they had such a wry sense of humor, and they said a bunch of stuff. And then finally, Mrs. Iverson said, well, it's very simple. And I said, okay, well, share with me. What is it? And she said, every night before we go to bed, I say, I love you today. We'll see about tomorrow. I thought, oh my God. So every day you start again? And she said, yes, because if every day, if you choose to love and commit to someone, then you're choosing to see them with new eyes every day. And you are choosing to try and learn something new. You treat them as a guest. You want to be connected with them. And I think this story is interesting and applies to this conversation of continuous learning. If you can be with someone for 50 years, have kids, grandchildren, companies, all the things they did together, and still every day commit to learning something new about each other, of trying something new, of committing to one another, and to seeing each other with new eyes, what a great turn of phrase. I think that's something that we could apply to our work lives too. What if you went into work tomorrow in the job you've had for whatever period of time, and you came in and you looked at it with new eyes? I often try to picture myself in my client's shoes. What would I want to see if I was a client right now? What do I want to experience as a customer? And when I put myself in that place and I close my eyes and I think about what I want to see, I'm able to solve the problem differently. I'm able to learn something different about our process. I'm able to make decisions that I wouldn't have been able to do if I hadn't looked through this with new eyes. And that to me really sums up what continuous learning is, that you commit every day to trying to get a little bit better, just a little bit better. One of the things that's interesting about Toyota Motor Company is that they manage things down to 4/10 of a second. Let's get 4/10 of a second faster. Let's try and shave off a minute here. And what small, minuscule things. But for them, it's about getting just a little bit better. Because if I get a little bit better today, then I can be a little bit better tomorrow. And where will that put me in a month or year? And I love that philosophy. So I would challenge you to go into work tomorrow and try to look at things through new eyes and share with me what you experience. I'll see you tomorrow.